potato salad.
Hey everybody, today I'm making a video by request. I'm going to show you how to make my somewhat famous potato salad. Now I'm a connoisseur of potato salad, have been for years because I love me a potato salad, especially come spring and summertime. So the secret to potato salad, to good potato salad, is the process, not always what you put in it, although you can really mess it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm making a large batch. And the reason for that, my in-laws, my mother and father-in-law, they love my potato salad because they're very smart people. That's all you can say. So I have 5 pounds of potatoes. And here's secret number 1. Boil them in their skins. They retain an awesome potato flavor. The taste is outstanding. And also the consistency of a cooked potato that's been cooked in its skin, boiled in its skin, is nothing like it. When you cut them up and dice them and then boil it, it blanches out all the flavor and it's just nasty. Trust me on this one. I'm also going to cut up some celery. This is a Vidalia sweet onion. That's another secret. Sweet onion. If you don't have Vidalia or they're out of season, just get a yellow onion versus white. There's a whole bunch more stuff going in, but I've got to cook these potatoes for a good 30-40 minutes until you stick a fork in them and they're very soft. One more thing. Here's top secret tip number 2. Put them in cold water. You want them to be cold water out of the faucet, and then you're going to cover it up and bring them to a boil. The reason for this, people that boil the water first and put it in, the outside gets done but long before the inside gets done. This way the potato and the water heat up together and they cook uniformly. Trust me when I tell you this. I don't care if you cooked them the other way your whole life, you were wrong. So what I'm doing here is just cutting up 3 stalks of celery. Like a pro. Watch me go, watch me go. So you can see the size that I'm looking for. You don't want them too big where someone gets a big old honking mouthful of celery, but you want them to have a little bite and crispiness. That's why celery is important. You want a little texture with your potato salad. It's the same thing with the onion. You don't want to cut them teeny tiny so they disappear because you want a little bit of that bite. Part of the process. But you don't want them too big at the same time. That's perfect. Not saying that I'm perfect. However, I'm pretty damn close. Here's another secret to really good potato salad. Lots of people put dill pickles or sweet relish. I do both. So here we have dill. Let's see how much I got. Remember, I'm making 5 pounds of potatoes. I'm going to put the same amount of sweet relish in there too. Combination of both, dill and sweet. All right, so my potatoes are done. Here it is, look at them. Boil them in the skin. Look how easily they peel. You can use your fingers. You can use a knife. Bam. It just comes right off. And all the nutrients and stuff, as we know, are right under. So if you use a peeler, you'll lose a lot of potato too. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dice them up, kind of uniform. And they're still hot. I'm going to throw them in here. Separating them just because I want to season them in a minute here. And that's the other secret. Is I told you before, by boiling them in the skins, they're going to maintain a lot of flavor, potato flavor. Unfortunately, potato flavor is still pretty bland. So here's the secret. After every potato, just lightly sprinkle with a little bit of salt. That's super important. Alrighty, I finally got all 5 pounds of potatoes done, cubed up. I seasoned every layer. Like I said, my son's behind me, behind you, doing something to make me laugh. All right, so we season every layer because this is a process. Like I said, stop that. All right, next, a lot of people put either mayonnaise or Miracle Whip. I use both because the combination of flavors is super important. Also, plain old yellow mustard. Like I said, This is 5 pounds, so we're gonna have to use quite a bit. There's no measurements to this because you have to know how you like it. If there's not enough, you add more. It's pretty much just that easy. Mustard. This also gives it some color, which is important. I'm going to mix this together a little bit before I start turning. Alrighty. I'm going to give it just a little bit of a mix before I add the rest of the stuff. My wife always tells me that I use too small of a bowl because this happens. I'm not saying she's right, but if she was here right now, she would agree with her earlier assessment. Alright, the goal of a good potato salad is to have a ratio of creaminess and potato. This right here, I see it has some, but it needs more creaminess. So I'm going to add a little bit more of each. Not a whole lot, but some. And I'm using 2 spoons. Cameraman, put your shirt down. And a bit more mustard. And then we're going to add all these goodies that I chopped up earlier. In goes the celery, the onions, and the pickle and sweet relish. So, this is the perfect creamy goodness right here. Next, the last thing we do, boiled eggs. So I hard boiled these eggs. I'm going to dice them up. We're going to put them in. And we're going to remix it. You can't have this without boiled eggs. It's a sin. A sin, I tells you. And of course, this is a huge batch. I'm going to save those 3 for garnish on top. That's what I'm going to do. Is there a boogeyman somewhere around? Do we have a cameo of my cameraman? Uh-oh. Peter, eggs on the floor. Help yourself, playa. Alright, I'm going to mix these, and I'm going to come back and show you when it's done. You don't need to watch me stir. Alright. So, I took those last little eggs, and I sliced those hard-boiled babies up. Put them on top for garnish. And then sprinkle a little paprika on there. This is what my in-laws are going to get today. And this is for Joy and I, because my 2 dumb kids don't like potato salad. Why? Probably because I didn't beat them enough growing up. Anyway, please make this potato salad. Tell me what you think. I know you're going to love it. Peace out.
Jimmy